So, Legends Anniversary Part 1 is coming close to an end. We got now the last equipment for this Part 1. Next week is going to be the Legends information on Tuesday. So now I think it's time to judge the 7th Anniversary Part 1 and how well they did. So, we're gonna start with the first thing that happened in this anniversary, and that is the Legends information. I will try to make this as chronologically as possible, but yeah. The Legends information, in my opinion, 0 out of 10, completely garbage and a waste of time. Why do I think that? Because before they started this Legends information, they revealed already part 1, the two part 1 characters, like 2 or 3 days ago. So, and if you do that, most people would be like, oh, okay, so this is part 1, not bad, but there has to be something in Legends information to, surprise us, get us excited, because otherwise, like, the new character are the most hype thing for us if we look at the Legends information. No one is here like, ooh, are we getting Hoi Poi? This is the most, we have to get, like, people obviously want Hoi Poi or Chancellor or events, but this is not why you're going for the Legends information. You're going to Legends information to see new characters or new mechanics or new events that are completely new to the game. And they had none of that. They have the usual Zenkai, usual plat equip, usual awakened equipment, co-op, uh, and then some events that like raids that they do every single time, so that's nothing new. And as you can see here, this went on for 52 minutes. 52 minutes of basically nothing crazy to, yeah, see. Goku and Vegeta have no new mechanics, they're just transforming units. Their gauges are like MUI's and UI's gauge, the same as the other ones. Evo's gauge, it's evolving, but not in like a brand new mechanic kind of evolving. It's like basically Evo Ken's gauge, but with different ways to fill the gauge. That's about it. Cool. Nothing special, nothing crazy, nothing new, nothing exciting. Completely waste of time. All right, so let's go to the next thing that happened, and that is the new character getting out and Go Freezer's plat equipment. I will start with them first. Yeah. So I first thought they seem pretty okay. Even put them at like number 10 of my Rainbow Legends top 10 tier list, which now I would definitely not do it again. Yeah. So here's the thing. I think they were really scared to make this unit insanely good. Because, I mean, when it first dropped, Legends Anniversary, I think 5th year anniversary should be it. After they got the adjustment and everything, they were like 3 times Zenka buffed, one-shotting people everywhere. The best unit in the game, arguably. I personally thought Kid Buu was better, but they were insane. And I think because they're everyone is gonna expect you're gonna play them with UI Goku, and yeah, MUI does insane amount of damage. Imagine these guys together and you double or triple Zenka buff them and they're also one-shotting people. I think they're extremely scared out of that, so they decided to not give them as much damage and kind of make them okay when you double Zenkai buff them, which gives a few issues. Number one, if they're not multiple Zenkai buff, they're not that good. That's one problem. And number two, with not doing really good damage, like the damage is okay and everything, they are only more of a like safety unit with their unique gauge. That's really all they are doing, and even that they are not doing that very well. Because if you look at, I think that should be in their abilities here. The following effects occur when an enemy activates Rising Rush while this character is on standby. Shortens on substitution count by 7. Now, if you think about a character that has a similar gauge to stop rushes, you would think about Beast. And what does he have? Here, where are you? Where's your ability? I don't find it. That's the cards here. Special move. That has to be it. Here, the following effects occur when an enemy activates Ultimate Arts, Awakening Arts, or Rising Rush. Shortens own substitution counts by 10. So why I'm pointing this out, because this is, even if Beast Gohan switches out, you can immediately usually switch them back in if the enemy rushes immediately. Now with Goku and Frieza, this is kind of a thing of, if the other teammate doesn't reduce sub count, I can just rush the moment they switch. And if they're not doing their job in stopping Rising Rushes, they don't really do anything. Like, not saying their damage is bad, but it's not good either, as well as their tanking. The Goku side is like, whatever. The Frieza side could be more annoying because of the card seal, but the Goku side is not really doing anything disruptive, so... yeah, I think they're usable, but not that great, sadly. So, that's Goku and Frieza out of the way. Now to UI and Vegeta. Oh boy. So, I think no one is shocked that this character is just better. I think no one is surprised that transforming MUI is better than transforming U. I think we all expected this from the very beginning. But why is the gap between these two so insanely huge? Like, comparing these two is like, imagine this. Imagine you're on the beach and you're having a cup of water in your hand. Yeah, that's evil. And then you hold it in front of your face, then you put it down and look at the ocean. That's the difference between them. It is such a big gap, it's insane. Like, he's arguably top 1. I personally think Super Saiyan 4 is still number 1 because of timer, but you could put it at number 1, I would completely understand it. And this guy is barely, and I mean barely, making the top 10. Barely. And if you look at these two, you know, if I had to look at him and be like, what's one thing they messed up for him, or they could have done for him better? So like, not that I want him better, but if they should change something, maybe it's Kavano. Like, he has really short Kavano, only on entry and I think on transformation, and that's about it. I don't think his second main gives him any Kavano. Yeah, it doesn't. So the thing is, if he's in 5 times Kavano, if that's gone, he doesn't have Kavano at all until he switches out, and if he's last man standing, no Kavano forever. Yeah, that's the one thing Evo has over him. Evo has a lot of Kavano compared to this guy. Great. Now, but if you look at Evo, where his problems are, I would say there are 3 things I don't like about him. One, make a bigger difference than the other, but the first one I'm going to talk about is this ability. When on battlefield, an enemy switches vanishing gauge plus 60% 2 times. So, here is the problem with this, and this has been an issue with actually every Evo character. Like, Zenkai Evo has this problem in my opinion, Evo Kaioken had this problem. Technically Beast Gohan has something like that too, but with him it's not as big of an issue because his blue card regains advantage every single time, but this activates regardless of how much vanish you have in the room. So, the thing is, if you have full vanish gauge and your enemy switches, this is gonna get wasted. If he switches 2 times, it's also completely gone. You don't have that ability anymore. And this can happen on different situations. That you could be comboing and your enemy switches. Your enemy could combo you and switch. He could sidestep one of your attacks and then switch out. Every single time this gets wasted. So what they should have done to give him better, ability to stay on the field is to only activate this if his prevention gauge is not at 100%, which they didn't do. So this ability, I would say more than half of the time, is useless. And yes, I know he shares this. He has this 2 times after transforming and 2 times before transforming. But realistically, you're transforming most of the time to get the full hand to continue comboing, and your enemy can just switch doing your whole combo, and this is gone. So that's one problem I have with him. Second problem is this blue card. What were they thinking making this blue card so terrible? Like, this blue card before level 3 gauge is useless, and after level 3 gauge is garbage. Really. It doesn't have endurance until level 3, so it really doesn't do anything. And a level 3 uncancelable endurance is nice, but they should have given it endurance null at least for level 1 and 2, or at least level 2. They could have made it cancelable just like UI, and level 3 uncancelable, but they had to give him endurance null at least at level 2. And this comes with the next issue. Speaking of level 3, is this unique gauge takes way too long. Way too long. I have a lot of moments where I can't use this blue card properly because I'm still at level 2, because maybe I didn't manage to get a lot of combos with Vegeta. And if he's not at level 3, he's not that good. And it takes so long. And I feel like even with the green card, it takes sometimes too long. And yeah, it's just like, it takes way longer to build up, or to get this level 3 gauge, and then finally his blue card is at least worth something. And before that, it's just, you don't even bother using this blue card. Don't even bother using this blue card if it's not level 3, really. It doesn't do anything, nothing. And it takes a long time to build up, and the problem is there are a lot of characters that don't need to build up, they are just better than him. And even after building up, he's still not that good. He's fun, he's okay, but not good enough. Why does Goku need like, what, 6 cards? What? 6 cards to fully build up? Why does he need like 6 cards and he's fully built up, and Vegeta needs like 30? To be still worse than him. Why? It's just so unfortunate. And again, it just really, I think if his unique gauge would be faster, for one, I think getting to level 2 takes a while. Like, I think you need 2 combos to get level 2. That's really bad, in my opinion. I think if his unique gauge would be filled up faster, if its blue card would do more damage. Like, I can't believe this blue card, level 3 by the way. Raw blue card, level 3, does less damage than a counter gauge from it. Really, it's that bad. And at this point, why lose Evo? Why? Why should I use him? Like, me personally, I'm a Vegeta fanboy, I'm using him, but why, logically speaking, why should I use him and his blue card when I just can stand here with this character and get like 50% HP from enemies by just standing? Like, I see him doing more damage against my Rev UI, Zenkai 6, with his counter gauge, than him with his blue card against Rev UI. It's seriously just disappointing to me. And okay, let's just say, okay, fine, MUI is just better than Evo. Okay, what can you do to compensate for that? Making the banner of Evo at least better. And now we're gonna look at the banners. I'm gonna look at Evo's first, maybe, or yeah, let's just look at Evo's first. So, first of all, the banner format is good. People were kind of scared when they heard there would be like 30 LFs in the banner, but the rate for the LFs is low. So, like, at least the ones that are not, you know, like, yes, you have Evo with 0.5, these guys with 0.25, and the rest of the LFs are 0.05, just as the rates, I think even lower rates than the 1% sparklings on here, so that's completely fine. But if you look at Evo's banner, it's just that every single option compared to this banner is worse. Kaba, fine unit. I like Kaba. He's a good damage dealer, good supporter, but he has not a good disrupt. He has one disrupt, and that is reducing the key by 30 on entry. That's all he has. Everything he has. That's all. That's nothing. And you're used to play. Their intention is that you playing these two characters together. His disrupt is destroying 2 cards, and I think reduce key by 30 when the enemy switches in. But that's about it. And I use this team a lot with these two together. It's not really helpful. Like the card destruction, yes. The key reduction, not that much. Especially against UI, he's gonna ignore both these guys. So Kaba, why good? Not good enough to be like crazy. And then you have to compare Kefla or Color Kefla, sorry. First of all, way better color. Yellow and green are the best colors right now because nobody's running reds. And the only purple unit that's really gonna matter is Evo. So, extremely good color, good damage, really good damage, and at least they probably have better damage in Kaba. 2 colors that are really good to get Multiple Zenkai buffed, like Ref UI is right there. You could, and this is one team you could do, you could put these 3 in one team, put green Zenkai Kaba on the bench, who has a HP bench for green, and Universe 6, he's green, so he's gonna get it. They're Universe 6 and green, so they're gonna get it. You put him in a leader slot, they're getting a Zenkai buff for free, which I know Kaba has this with Bergamo, but already these 2 in one team, they get easily 2 Zenkai buffs. Very easy. And you could put green Topo in there, now that he has a Zenkai buff, these are triple Zenkai buff, and then the blue 18 or Namek Goku to Zenkai buff UI. Really stacked Zenkai buffs and good color, good disrupt, insane damage. They have blast armor, which I don't get why Kaba doesn't. They're destroying Dragon Balls, and by the way, their disrupt, like the first time you hit each of one of these sides, they're gonna take your moving robots. That's one thing. At half HP, you're destroying cards, reducing your key, sealing your main, increasing sub count, so you can't do anything. And they have, both sides have that. They're not shared. So, and the healing with the green card in tag switching is insane. So, not doing it with the good disrupt, but they also have good sustainability, which Kaba does not have. The one thing I will say that Kaba has, which is really good, is not one, he has ways to get type neutral, so with the enemy switches, he gets type neutrality and he does good damage. And his blue card has forced switching, so in case UI is switching in, he can just blue card him and switch it out. And his second main gives him endurance null for I think 10 the timer count, so if you're rushing with him and go freezers not on an enemy team or someone who takes buffs away, this is really helpful. But KM Khalifa do simply more. So not only these guys are kinda apart, but also the 1% sparklings. KM Khalifa could be top 10, number 9 even. That's how good they are. And Kaba, again, good damage dealer, good supporter, but not good enough to make this. And then we have, I think this is abysmal and crazy. God Goku and Red Zamasu. First of all, these two share almost every single team. Except for Universe Rep, they share almost every team. Except Godkey, Saiyan, Sunfen. They work perfectly together. These guys heavily strike based, these guys strike based. They work perfectly. Not only that, but God Goku is also the best green when it comes to stopping White Goku. He's sealing greens, he's removing buffs on blue card attacks, so even if this guy is using his counter green, which I'm gonna talk about later, and uses blue card, he's taking his buffs, so no endurance, no type neutral, even post main. Good AoE green, good range blue card to hit him potentially, so everything very good. And they have Zamasu, who right now is not even top 20. What a fair banner, and not only that he's not that good right now because simply there are two strong blue characters right now. These guys share only one tag, but they're completely opposites. He's insanely strike based, he is really blast based. They don't work together. This is why no one is running MUI with Evo, because this guy is heavily strike based, this guy is heavily blast based. They don't match that well. This is why, for example, Goku and Frieza are suited better to play with MUI than Evo is, because strike based team simply works better. Now Goku and Frieza and RefUI are on both banners. So, and yeah, so this guy not working well with Evo, and also not that good. And the thing which annoys me the most is before the anniversary started, they released a filler banner, which had one unit in that could really help, not help out, but that could work better with Evo, and that's, yeah, this guy. They only share one tag, but at least they are blast based and they're better in every single way right now than Zamasu is. They have multiple tags that you can put them on. They're maybe not top 10 right now, but they're still really good and useful. And at least they share a team and are blast based, or at least you can play them blast based. You can also play them strike based, whatever you want. So they could work better with Evo. And what did they do? Put them on a filler banner that you could not summon on right before anniversary. And if they believed that Red Zamasu would be this good, they would have switched these characters, but no, they put Trunks in Gohan and Trunks in this other banner. So not only is Evo way worse than MUI, no, the banner itself even is way worse. So why would you summon on this? If you're not a Vegeta fan, there's no reason to summon on this banner. Not a single reason, nothing. There's no character on this banner that's right now worth better than anything on this banner. Nothing. Kill 1% sparking, way better. Main LF, miles better, like planet level better. Other LF that, besides the main LF, also way better. So, this is just horrible. Simply bad in every single way. They did Evo dirty as hell. And I was coping for a long time, but that's over. And then, what came afterwards? The 1% Jiren. Now this guy, I'm not gonna bash him for being not a good unit, but there's one thing I'm gonna talk about, which is just, and this is to show how not smart these people are. It really is. Like, okay, so where is this? Ah, right here. On strike arts hit one time, activation resets on switch, notify special cover change with 3 timer counts. And this is something also this Frieza has, like, on hit they get cover null for 3 timer counts. Why I have a problem with this? Let's just look at some characters we'll see. Where do we have this, huh? East Gohan, where does he, where has entered his ability variants? Ah! Okay, should be somewhere here. Here! Applies the full attack every time this character uses Strike or Blast. Notifies enemy special cover change for 10 timer counts. 10, okay. Majin Vegeta. Where is it? Ah, special configuration for time icons. Okay, okay. Damagoku. Where is it? 10 time accounts, huh? 10 and 3. These guys are meta, by the way. One of them can cancel buffs, including a couple of them. So, what the hell is this? What in Dende's name are you guys doing? And I get this is all their whole new philosophy of shorting combos, but you can't reduce cover null from 10 timer counts to 3, especially when guys like these are still existing. Especially this guy who gets cover null forever. What are you guys doing? 5 timer counts I get. 3 and not cancelable, by the way. Uncancelable 3 timer counts cover null. It's just dumb. What are they? What are you guys doing? Why 3 time accounts, bro? Make this 5 for every new free-to-play character. I don't care how good they are, but they get 3 time accounts? Might as well don't give them cover no at all. Really. It just, you can't do this while these guys still exist. If these guys don't exist anymore and the meta is all but only 5 time accounts, then it would be like, okay, no, you know what, I can understand that. But not right now. This is just simply not enough. Besides the character not being good enough, generally speaking, or this guy, they're simply waste. They're TOP characters at most, and I mean like the mode TOP, not their tags, right? So, yeah, that's all I have to say for them. Let's just go to the next game, which is Breath UI. You know, I think he's good. Like, obviously, he's a good Zenkai. I'm not gonna say anything about that. But where my problem with him is, it's why he does help Vegeta for his blast setup. He also helps UI. I don't think that is way worse because. And this is also a thing coming back to the whole changing philosophy about the game. Why did they? What was the point again of changing how that you lose your vanish with you going back, and then what was the point of that? And removing perfect vanish from long distance. Oh yeah, right. To prevent passive gameplay, right? Right. What does this guy promote? That's right, passive gameplay. Why? And what's worse than one guy that is insanely passive? 2 guys that are insanely passive. We're going backwards with this. And again, he was due for a Zenkai, but and if I had to pick, honestly, for this whole thing, they really should have Zenkai'd these guys. Because, yes, this is more favorable for Vegeta, I know. But, number 1, they're also green. Number 2, they are not passive. This guy sadly is, and it's already annoying to fight this guy with his counter. First of all, I think there should never be a meta where 2 UIs exist. Especially with this guy. This guy, they made him a whole, he has unique gauge forever machine. Like, he gets gauge when you switch, gauge on his blue card, gauge with his counter to the blue card, gauge with the attacks. He could store you for 40 timer counts. That's how bad this is. So Thank you, Legends, for going backwards to passive gameplay again and making a character that's insanely annoying to fight. But then you give him a partner that's also annoying. And I know his gauge is not as annoying as his, but it's still enough. You can stall with this character long enough to switch back to this guy later on and repeat the cycle. That's the issue. Just the UI characters are generally speaking annoying because people just stand there and do nothing. This is no fun fighting against. And they work insanely well together. And I already mentioned to you guys this team that you can do with those three. With them getting like 15 million Zenkai buffs and everything. And they're doing good damage, and this guy's versatile. He can be strike or blast based, so it's still working well with these guys. He has a double offensive abilities. You're not losing anything for running these three in one team. It's just, man, it's not his fault. It's more his fault. But this is just so bad. The meta right now is just really annoying. Daima as a team as a whole is annoying, but this guy by himself is just almost as annoying as Daima as a team, and that's something. And it does make it better that he works well with this guy. And that's my next problem about these two is, why is he just simply blast based when his whole teams that he's on, Godki, Saiyans, Vegeta Clan, Universe Rep is mainly strike based? Like, the best Universe Rep team is strike based. Why is he blast based? Only blast based. It just. And you know, the thing is, why this guy, strike based, everything, works well with him, works well with him, works well with technically even with him. Or with him? Or with him? Or even if you want to add him. Vegeta works well with Kaba, him, Blue 17, right now. Go on the Trunks if you want to add them, but that's it. And the blast based Universe Rep team, these three guys, while they do good damage, have no survivability. They have no strike defense, which is the main factor right now, so these guys get pummeled. I'm using his team, they're getting destroyed offensively. And being blast based means you have to deal with this guy's unique age way harder than other teams. Meanwhile, you have him who works well, whose best team is with Majin Vegeta and God Goku, or with these two, or these three. Like, I see so many UI variations, but this guy has only one team, and that team is doing well. So, good job, Legends. Good job. Really, 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 really fun. And before I'm gonna talk about Ultra Hit, I'm gonna talk about one other thing, which is... So at the start of the anniversary, we got this equipment, right? Strike attacks, strike attack and strike defense, special move, pure strike attack. Really good equipment. Works well for UI, works well with Kefla. Insane. What is this? 38% blast defense. Pure blast defense if you have a full Universe Rep team, strike defense and health restoration. Why does this give so much blast defense? The only team that's blast based, where you would even need this, is Evo's team. So are you gonna tell me you're gonna give Universe Rep a counter equipment against Evo? Really? And that's not the only equipment, man. That's not the only one. Blast defense. Double defense in pure offense, but you're getting a lot of blast defense from this. Why are we giving so much blast defense to Universal Survival Saga? The only team where this matters is against Evo, so it's not only useless because not many people run that team even, but even then, it's not helping against UI, it's helping against Evo, who's already bad. And this is solid proof. This one not necessarily, but that one especially is solid proof that number one, they don't know what they're doing, and number two, they hate Vegeta characters. I'm still surprised to this day that this guy is actually good, really. And I only think it's because he's an Ultra, because every other Vegeta is done dirty, really. Like Super Vegeta done dirty, Evo now done dirty. The list is it's just a sad. It's just again a sad moment to be a Vegeta fan right now. It really is. Like, what was the point of this? It doesn't help. Like, if you want to help this for maybe, first of all, why not the good equipment for Evo? If you're gonna, and Kaba, like you gave Kane and Khalifa an insane equipment and UI with this. You gave them an insane equipment. Why not do the same for Evo and Kaba? Why? They get this, and they get that one, which is no one is running this. You don't need blast defense. His team needs strike defense, a lot of strike defense, because he, Kaba, Ref UI, no one has strike defense abilities. And if you want to Zenk above each one of them, the chances are high you're not getting a strike defense team on the bench. So you have 0 strike defense. This would be different if this was a heavy strike defense defense equipment, then maybe I wouldn't be complaining as much, but they gave that blast defense and no one needs it. So useless. It's number one, useless, and it's unfavorable to Evo even more. Good job, Legends. Good job. Last thing, until I'm done with this. Ultra Hit. No complaints about him. He's really good. He tanks well, actually, which I didn't think he would. Like, I don't have him, by the way. I don't have him at all, so I can't judge him using him. But fighting against him, he's doing a great job. He gets his time skip insanely fast. Potentially even he could get it 3 times in the match. So it's really good. I'm really glad he's usable. If I had to rank him right now, on the top of my head, maybe top 7. I don't think it's top 5, but 7 to 5, something like that. Really satisfied with this equipment. So, yeah. Glad for Ultra Hit. Really glad. Now, besides characters and anything, the only good thing I have to say about the anniversary as well is when it comes to free stuff, you know, free CC and everything, no complaints. No complaints at all. We get a lot of CC. I'm back to 30k CC, so which I usually don't have. And it's not like I didn't spend anything on Vegeta's ban, I did, so yeah, the CC, perfect. Nothing to complain about that. That's a 10 out of 10. Perfectly fine with the free stuff, but everything else, man, I mean, like, this guy, good, fine. This guy, good unit, but bad for the meta, so I'm gonna say middle. Okay, him, garbage. Banner, garbage. Good banner. Insanely toxic character. Garbage. Annoying. Good unit, but for the game, garbage. Should have been better. Wish they had a Zenkai. Garbage. So, now that we looked at everything for part 1, it's time to pass this Legends part 1, the final judgment. Well guys, looks like Alatreon has spoken and decided that this Legends Anniversary Part 1 is a fail. But it doesn't mean that the whole Legends Anniversary is doomed yet. We still have 2 tries to succeed at beating the Judgment. Next week there is gonna be the Part 2 Character Legends information. Maybe they will reveal something insane, maybe they won't. We will know. And until then, see you next time, and I hope you guys still have a fun Legends Anniversary.